Good evening. This is the Vsb Tv 11 News for Thursday, April 3rd. I'm Peter Cattell. Our top story: the worst fears of Bermuda's tourism officials are being realized with the news that a number of U.S. media outlets have seized on the report of the U.S. consul in Bermuda that our beaches may be contaminated and that visitors might consider having hepatitis A and typhoid shots before coming here. Among the media outlets has been Travel Weekly, the voice of the North American travel industry, in particular its travel agencies. The article, which appeared on this week's front page, is factual and includes the response of the Bermuda government. But the overall impact is regrettable, in the opinion of one industry insider. A man appeared in magistrate's court this morning on charges of committing 10 burglaries. Stephen O'Neill, who is currently serving a prison sentence at Westgate Correctional Facility, was charged with committing 10 burglaries and stealing more than $120,000 worth of jewelry, cash, video games, and electronics. O'Neill was not required to enter a plea, as the charges are indictable and must be heard in the Supreme Court. The court heard that between January and March of this year, O'Neill allegedly stole over $100,000 worth of items from numerous homes in Southampton, Smiths, Warwick, Paget, and Pembroke. O'Neill was remanded in custody and will reappear in court on April the 10th. Shadow Minister of Transport Lawrence Scott warned today that tension is building again in the Marine and Ports Department over the issue of maintenance and new job creation. Vsb News' Brian Darby presents the main points of his statement.
Shadow Transport Minister Lawrence Scott expressed a growing concern today that inattention by the Minister of Tourism and Transport to outstanding and current issues was inviting a recurrence of the earlier work stoppage of unionised members of Marine and Ports. Mr. Scott revealed that the reported creation of new posts within the department, seemingly tailored, he said, for non-Bermudian workers, while ignoring the capable, qualified Bermudians in the department, had generated a new major concern among the staff. This development, along with the apparent failure of the government, he said, to follow through with their promise of performing an internal audit, as demanded by the BIU Division of Marine and Ports, to examine claims of mismanagement and overspending, are in danger of threatening the existing industrial truce. Brian Darby reporting for Vsb News.
A number of years back, the Anglican parish of Pembroke began creating an IT center in St. Monica's church basement, and over the years, several local people and church members have assisted young people with education by starting a homework club and enabling the youth to have access to computers. Recently, TBI provided the parish church with free Wi-Fi to benefit the center. Quest also came on board and donated 2 brand new computers. To help celebrate the center's new capabilities, Premier Craig Cannonier came to the facility today and spoke about the positive impact the center has on the youth.
This is a fantastic result that we have here, where you have put your time and energy together to work with the corporate sector to make something like this happen. What I'm curious about, TBI, is how large is the antenna and how far does the free Wi-Fi go? So hopefully, Bishop and Church, we can convince them to put up a larger antenna so that it can go out throughout the community here to benefit all of the young people that I know the honorable member that is here is very much concerned about, and we as a government are very much concerned about, and ensuring that after school they have facilities available to them that allow them to be constructive. You know, so many times we hear about the negative things, but this represents an opportunity for young people to get involved in constructive activities along with the church, so they're not only just getting the faith-based inspiration, but they're also getting an education in the traditional sense that Wi-Fi can provide them.
In addition to providing Wi-Fi in the church, TBI has also created Wi-Fi hotspots for the local community. The hotspots can now be found at St. Augustine's, St. Monica's, and the Pembroke Community Sunday School building. A representative for TBI said the company was more than happy to give their services to allow the youth to have new opportunities.
I've always been a firm proponent that no segment of our population should be tactically disenfranchised or economically disenfranchised. And the only way to make that happen is to create opportunities for them to continue to develop and grow. And this is huge in my mind. in terms of how that helps in that initiative.
28 years ago, as a young Bermudian student, Reese Fletcher obtained his Bermuda Insurance Institute's diploma and began work in the thriving industry. Today, as division president of ACE Bermuda and a former president of the BII, he was on hand to celebrate the opening of the new BII offices in Sophia House, along with Governor George Ferguson, Economic Development Minister Dr. Grant Gibbons, and BII Chairman Chris Fisher. Afterwards, he spoke to Vsb News' Brian Darby about the impact that the BII has had on the industry.
One of the reasons I chose insurance when I came out of college was really because of the opportunities that the Bermuda Insurance Institute offered people like me to go further with studying, with qualification. So very much one of the reasons I am in insurance, one of the reasons I'm in the position I am today has very much to do with the foundations the Bermuda Insurance Institute has laid for us all.
And many others have followed you.
Absolutely. I mean, I was working out before I came here today at ACE, how many of our employees that may have been through the doors of the Bermuda Insurance Institute, and then I stopped working it out because I know that all the employees that would have come into ACE that would be looking for further education and further development would have been associated with the Bermuda Insurance Institute. So it's something that's very important to us as a tool for learning and development is the opportunities that Bermuda Insurance Institute offers, and I'd hope that other companies feel the same way.
It's not just flim-flam. This actually produces young people who'd finish up in quite high order.
Absolutely. I mean, it starts off with coming out of college and doing some of your basic professional courses. But they're overlaying that now with master's programs, with professional development. So not only is it an organization that's focused on those people getting into the business, but it's also an organization that's focusing on giving those people that have been in the business for 5 or 10 or 15 years that extra support to get to the next level.
So the governor was right today. Find a young Bermudian interested in insurance and hold on to him. Absolutely. It's very important for our industry to make sure we do that and make sure we train Bermudians to take advantage of the opportunities that exist in this space.
Still ahead is Che with the weather preview.
Hey, thanks, Peter. Let's take a look at the Doppler radar. Well, it was great today, but will it hold on right through into this till the weekend? I'll have more coming up later.
The weather radar picture provided courtesy of the Ministry of Transport on Vsb Tv 11.
You can count on us.
Save $2 on juicy sweet cantaloupes, just $3.99 each. XL fresh country style pork spare ribs, $2.69 per pound. $3.69 for a package of 4 Bird's Eye frozen corn on the cob. Buy one 5.5-ounce tin of Lay's Stax chips and get the second one free. 2 tins for $2.42. Simply toilet tissue, $3.49 for a package of 4 double rolls. Visit our website at www.marketplace.pm for more super specials.
You can count on us.
Copyfax is Bermuda's authorized Samsung dealer. See a large range of Samsung color and black and white multifunctional machines, printers, scanners, faxes, and copiers, and all networkable. Copyfax has Samsung machines suitable for home, office, or any size business in an A4 format, taking up less room than other similar equipment. And replacement supplies are in stock for all of their Samsung products. Affordable shopping at Copyfax Limited, where service comes first.
April is Environmental Awareness Month, and Vsb Tv 11 is airing relevant documentaries exploring environmental issues concerning all of us on Wednesdays and Fridays at 10 a.m. and 9 p.m. for the month of April. Sponsored by Auto Solutions, Roll With Us, Belco, The Power to Save, and Lindo's, Why Go Anyplace Else? Environmental Awareness Month on Vsb Tv 11.
We live in a beautiful environment. One way to help keep it that way is to always remember your reusable grocery bag. If you forgot, you can still do your part in saving our planet by buying a Marketplace green bag for only $1.19. Not only are they good for groceries, but they're handy for many other uses. Always have your bags in sight of you or put your grocery list in one so that you don't forget your reusable bags. You and the Marketplace are helping to save the environment by choosing to reuse.
Yoga has been steadily gaining popularity in Bermuda, and yoga enthusiasts will be pleased to know that for the first time, a yoga festival will take place in Bermuda starting this Friday and will continue until Sunday. Vsb's Julia Smat spoke to event co-organizer Jackie Butler about what people can expect at the yoga festival and the benefits of incorporating yoga into one's life.
There's going to be yoga for every level, for beginners, intermediate and advanced. We're going to have 2 kirtan concerts. There's going to be meditation in the morning and local teachers leading chant, kirtan, qigong and ecstatic dance.
How would you say, what would you have to say in regards to the popularity of yoga in Bermuda in particular?
In Bermuda, it is growing. In the time that I've been doing it, I see it more and more. There are more teachers training, and people are realizing that it actually works and that they feel better once they start doing it.
And when you say works, what exactly do you mean by that?
How does it work? You have the physical fitness benefits of it, but it's a means to relax and to let go of the stress. And we all carry that stress, and we don't always have the best ways to get rid of it. By doing the yoga, it teaches you to connect into your body a little bit more. And, you know, am I actually hungry? Am I really tired? You realize you're tired, you're less likely to eat. So, you know, it helps with health, weight maintenance, and just your general well-being.
The Yoga Festival organizers have brought in internationally known singer David Newman, who will be leading a chanting session as well as hosting a talk during the festival that will concentrate on how to connect the mind, body and soul. Mr. Newman told Vsb News what some of the highlights of his talk will be.
Stress reduction, balance, concentration, focus, spirituality, things of that nature.
And what tips would you give to viewers on ways to reduce their amount of stress?
To make sure they take time, you know, to breathe and to stretch and to, you know, have quiet time for themselves.
And what do you think being sort of spiritual and making an effort to reduce stress, what impact does that have on not only one's sort of frame of mind but also physically?
Well, it gives people a scope to not take things as seriously, and you know, the mind is connected to the body, so if you're thinking negative thoughts and you're stressed out in your mind, it's going to express itself in your body.
The Yoga Festival will start on Friday and will last through Sunday evening. It will take place at the Fairmont Southampton Princess. For more information about purchasing passes for the festival, contact the Fairmont Southampton Princess or call 535-9642. Now, here's the Reinsurance Business Report presented by Bermuda Re. Bermuda Reinsurance News brought to you by Bermuda Re. Watford Re, the latest reinsurer to enter the Bermuda market, will marry underwriting expertise from Arch with investment capabilities provided by Highbridge Capital Management. The new Class 4 reinsurer, which is 15% owned by Arch Capital and has been established as a joint venture with New York-based hedge fund Highbridge Capital Management, has already raised more than $1 billion in capital and received an A- rating from AM Best. Kiskadee Investment Managers, the ILS asset management subsidiary of Hiscosk Re, has appointed Richard Lowther as Chief Operating Officer and Alan Kosar as non-executive chairman of the 2 new Kiskadee ILS funds managed by Kiskadee Investment Managers. The energy insurance market is buzzing with talk of softening. A new report by Marsh has found, with overcapacity and a lack of major losses creating a volatile and competitive marketplace. In its latest energy market monitor, Marsh found that reduced reinsurance cost, positive results in 2013, and management's focus on growth were all part of a downward trend in pricing. While it is expected a slightly revised Terrorism Risk Insurance Program Reauthorization Act will be signed into law, the government backstop and the bundling of risk is causing some U.S. insurers to lose sight of potentially dangerous aggregations. That is the view of Jeff Clements, Executive Vice President and Chief Underwriting Officer at Validus Re, who tells Bermuda Re that over-reliance on the government backstop and a drive to have terrorism coverage included in property catastrophe excess of loss policies may lead to troubling aggregations. That's Bermuda Reinsurance News, brought to you by Bermuda Re. Now, here is a look at the daily markets, presented by Bias.
U.S. stocks fell from their record highs and Treasury prices rose before tomorrow's job report. The euro weakened as the ECB said it's prepared to take action against deflation. In the U.S., stocks fell as consumer and technology shares declined before the jobs report tomorrow. The S&P 500 slipped 0.11% to 1,889 after closing the past 2 days at a record high. The Dow Jones posted less than 0.01% decline. 53,546 shares of Bank of Bermuda traded hands today. The stock closed at $1.98 per share, unchanged on the day. Other Bermuda-related stocks posted gains. Most European equities rose today. However, the UK's FTSE snapped 2 days of gains as the European Central Bank left its key interest rate at a record low. The FTSE declined 0.15% to 6,649. Hong Kong stocks rose with the Hang Seng headed for its longest winning streak since January after government outlined measures to support growth. The index closed up 0.18%. Most Latin American stocks declined today. The Vsb retreated from a 4-month high as construction stocks traded down amid speculation that recent gains might have been excessive. U.S. Treasury prices rose, pushing down yields amid speculation that tomorrow's jobs report, forecasted to show faster employment growth, drove the market down too much. 10-year yields lost 1 basis point to close at 2.79%. The euro fell to its lowest level in a month against the dollar after the ECB pledged to take further action to counter the risk of deflation. And that was a look at the daily markets, brought to you by Bias.
Save $1.50 on a family pack of Purdue fresh chicken drumsticks at $1.99 per pound. Imported fresh asparagus, $2.99 per pound. Save 90 cents on ShopRite pure cane sugar, $2.39 for a 4-pound bag. Kraft American cheese singles, $4.69 for a 12-ounce package. Save $1 on Minute Maid orange juice, $4.19 for a 59-ounce carton. All stores open Monday through Saturday until 10 p.m. and Sunday 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. for your shopping convenience.
You can count on us.
In an emergency or every day, the hospital is here for Bermuda. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Bermuda, isn't it time for us to be there for our hospital?
We need your support. Create a legacy for your family with a donation to the Bermuda Hospital's Charitable Trust. Visit our website, whyitmatters.bm, or call 295-2428.
We donated. Have you?
April is Environmental Awareness Month, and VSB is committed to bringing you important facts. 1450 AM Gold and Mix 106 FM will broadcast Did You Know vignettes and interviews with local experts and government officials during the month of April. Vsb TV 11 will show documentary films such as climate change, pollution and overfishing of our oceans, clean air, sewage, vanishing of the bees, and other topics. April is Environmental Awareness Month. Stay tuned to VSB Radio and Television for details.
Open 9 to 7, Monday to Saturday, on 41 Victoria Street in Hamilton for your home appliance and hardware needs. Sears, washers and dryers, refrigerators and freezers, gas ovens and electric ranges, a large array of Craftsman tools and accessories, lawn and garden tools, fitness equipment, outdoor furniture, barbecue grills, and much, much more. Open 9 to 7, Monday to Saturday. Sears, bringing Bermuda the best variety at everyday low prices.
Do you know your rights as a consumer? Visit the Consumer Affairs website to find out how to hire a contractor, how to buy and maintain your vehicle, information on buying secondhand goods, tips for seniors and teens, personal finance tips, product recall information, to file a complaint with Consumer Affairs. For the latest consumer news and much more, visit ca.gov.bm.
Peter Javetic is the host of Season to Taste. The second series starts on Tuesday, the 15th of April, when Peter will be helping some of Bermuda's finest chefs with their recipes. An exclusive presentation of Lindo's. There'll also be the Wine of the Week, specially selected wines from Gosling's. Season to Taste is featured during the Vsb Tv 11 evening news at 7:30, 8:30 and midnight on Tuesdays, starting the 15th of April.
In our series on boxing and the upcoming event Fight Night 16, Vsb News spoke to Chuck Renaud, who runs Controversy Gym. Mr. Renaud says his boxers have a stellar record when it comes to boxing matches and that he hopes to see more young people take up the sport. Vsb's Julia Smatt asked Mr. Renaud about the youth program that he runs in his gym.
These kids are like my children, and if I feel they're not ready to fight on the night, they won't fight. And that's what it is. We give them everything they need. A lot of them have so much talent, and we're trying to get all the guys on the street to come to Controversy so we can get a good program going. I mean, we have plenty of people here now, but I would love to have more. Back in the day when there was fights every 2 months, 3 months, I want to see that come back again. We have a few things that are online, maybe about 6 bouts that we're going to have going on, and I just want to see the kids that are in school and the other people that out there that think they're Superman to bring their Superman stuff to us and let us, work on it and make it really good for them, and hopefully we can get some guys to be able to go to the Olympics, right? And if it does, that'll be my second time trying for the Olympics for boxing. Every one of these kids that come here, even the younger ones, if they ain't got the homework online, and them parents tell me they don't come back to the gym until they get the homework up where it's got to be, and then they'll come back. And that seems to hurt them more than anything. Not that I want to hurt them, but I want them to be number one. Everybody in this gym, I want them to be number one.
One young and upcoming boxer that will make a debut in Fight Night 16 is 14-year-old Nazari Roberts. Young Nazari has been studying boxing and mixed martial arts since October. He spoke to VSB's Julia Smatt about why he likes the sport of boxing and how he feels about participating in Fight Night by way of showcasing a sparring demonstration.
I like the discipline about it. I like how, in Bermuda, I like how they personally train you and everything. Yeah, I think it's good, man.
So about how many times a week would you say you've been going, and what type of effort have you personally been having to put in to get ready for Fight Night?
I put in much effort, and I go, I'm trying to go hard with it. I go there twice a week, I got my study in too. Yeah.
So how excited are you about Fight Night, and what do you think this experience will be like?
I'm very excited because it's my first time, and I think it's a good experience. I just wish everybody a good luck, and just do their best. And not just in boxing, and anything, everything. Just do your best.
Fight Night 16 will take place this Saturday at the Barclay Institute Gymnasium, and part proceeds will benefit the late DeVray Noel Simmons' Sons Education Fund.
Choose to be healthy, Bermuda. Get out there and exercise with a sunscreen hat and shirt on every day. Eat healthy, don't smoke, and check your brown spots once a month to detect skin cancer early. Anything growing darker, bigger, jagged borders needs to be checked. Wear your sunscreen hat and shirt every day. Be sun safe, Bermuda.
Well, all that beautiful weather wasted on a Thursday. I'm Che Barker. This is your weather. Our highs and lows today, like I said, it was just a gorgeous day. Wish I could have been out in the water. Unfortunately, I was in the office. High temperature, 74 degrees, 2:30 p.m. Our low temperature, 3 a.m. this morning, 63 degrees. Currently, we're looking at 69 degrees. Humidity is 75%. Winds out of the west-northwest at 16 knots, and the barometric pressure is falling slowly at 30.04 inches. Rainfall index, well, not much for the month so far, because we're not much into the month so far. Brings our total for the year to 19.1 inches, but normally we'd have seen 15.13 inches, so still about 4 inches up on the year. Take a look at our satellite map. Well, high pressure is kind of slowly building over the area for the next few days, but then a boundary to our north will provide some mild disturbances. Drizzle will develop tonight, continuing Friday and into Saturday morning. Now, a brief period of drying out should occur before another boundary kind of stalls out in the area on Sunday night through Monday. Winds remain moderate right through the weekend. In the gateway cities, it'll be thunderstorms and 74 in Atlanta, Boston, mostly cloudy and 42, Charlotte, 80 degrees and mostly cloudy, London, partly cloudy and 63, Miami, partly cloudy, 80 degrees, 45 and drizzle in New York, Orlando, partly cloudy, 87 degrees, Philadelphia, rain and 53, 48 and heavy rain in Toronto, and Washington, cloudy and 62. For tonight, we're looking at a low of around 65 degrees. Cloudy with a chance of late night drizzle going on there. Winds out of the west-northwest at 12 to 18 knots. For tomorrow, we're looking at mostly cloudy, periods of drizzle, high of around 71 degrees. Winds out of the west-northwest at 12 to 18 knots, and they will decrease overnight to 10 to 15 knots. For mariners tonight, there is a small craft warning in effect. Seas inside the reef 1 to 2 feet. Seas outside the reef 5 to 9 feet, and the sea temperatures drop all the way down to 67 degrees. For mariners tomorrow, there's still a small craft warning in effect. Seas inside the reef 1 to 2 feet. Outside 6 to 10 feet. High tide is at 6:39 a.m. and your low tide 12:32 p.m. Let's take a look at our 5-day forecast. On Friday, we're looking at a high of around 71 degrees. Saturday, sunny breaks, possible drizzle in early morning, high of 70. Sunday, sunny periods, 1 or 2 showers later, high of 72. Monday, a mix of sun and clouds, 1 or 2 morning showers, high of 70. And Tuesday, partly cloudy, high of around 70. I'd like to thank the Bermuda Weather Service for all their help, and a special shout out to my friends Zakiya and David down at BTC who hooked me up, got my modem running. Great customer service. Thanks a lot, BTC. For the rest of you, have a great night. I'll see you again soon.
The defunct broadcasting stations have more diverse programming than any other broadcasting company in Bermuda.
This is London.
11:60 a.m. The BBC World Service. All day, every day, all night, every night. 11:60 a.m. One of the stations of the defunct broadcasting company.
Thanks so much for tuning in to the TV 11 News. Good night.
Peter Cattell's attire courtesy of A.S. Cooper & Sons Limited.
Vsb TV 11, Bermuda.